Hey troops, how's it going? This has been a project that's been slowly creeping up, and well, the time has come. So the door's in the way. It's going to be nice when all this is done to have a fully functional, properly functioning screen door. Anyway, this wall has been mostly stripped. There's still some nasty siding over there that's going to get stripped, and this is all going to get done in one fell swoop. So there's no point of putting the hemlock on this wall because that's going to lock the deck boards down. The deck boards need to get replaced, so that would just cause more headaches and hassles. So kind of held off doing the hemlock boards here on the back. Hemlock would be out here an inch and lock these down. These boards are getting, I mean, they're solid. They're getting feeble out here on the edge. They're rotting out. So this is the time to get them replaced. The demolition man is not present presently, so I have to do this all by myself. I picked up composite boards, 8-footers, so they'll never rot, right? And the plan was to cut them in half and redo the deck as it was. Then a couple weeks ago, got the idea, you know, let's think like a woman. Bigger is better, right? So, for comparison, here's a full 8-footer. Well, the roof only comes out 4 feet. Well, that's all right. So I got thinking, well, we could have half the deck covered with the roof and the other half the deck with no roof. I could always do a canopy over it if I want to. But it would be nice to have an extra 4 feet of space, you know, to be able to throw a chair out here and stretch out a little bit if I want to. So I've only got half the deck boards I need to do the job. I'll have to pick up the other half. Not a big deal, just more stuff to spend money on, right? But I think extending out is going to be the solution, because if I don't do it now, it's going to be more of a pain to do it later if I want to. So might as well. Yeah, if there was an inch of hemlock in there on that wall holding that end down on top of those nails, that would make this just so much more fun. There's the first one. I've got a frame started. If I've done my math somewhat right, this should come out somewhat close to the right length, I hope. Yeah, this is gonna be fun. Yeah, there's a prop. These are screws left over from other projects. We don't ever throw stuff away. like that, because you never know when you're going to want it. Alright, knowing that things are going to sink down over time, I'm going to bring that up just a whisker on the high side. I'm getting some blocking underneath it. That 4x4 on the top was the old corner post from over there. Still solid in the middle, just punky on the end. I'm going to whack that off anyway with a Sawzall. Alright, so that takes the bounce out of it. It supports that. I am going to throw another stringer there in the middle. I got plenty of them. Beef this up some. Lumber cut. The biggest part of the deck frame is done and it's in place, relatively level. Now I got to do this little piece out here. See how it goes. And everybody say it with me. If I screw it up, it's Dave's fault for leaving me unsupervised. Let's see what happens here. Of course, everything has to get in the way. In theory, this should fit in here. Yeah, I fricked something up, didn't I? How'd I pull that one off? Oh, I know what I did. I'm an idiot. Did all right going this way. That's going to be 3 inches right there, isn't it? Oh, shit. Yeah, 3 inches. Didn't mean to do that. Yeah, I screwed up. That should have been longer. So, same thing on the other side. Well, I can recover that. I'll just make 2 pieces and put them on the side here to space it out to get to the 3 inches. But I'm going to put my stringers in here first. Now I can start fixing my screw up. That's all Dave's fault for leaving me unsupervised. It's coming along. You know, it'd be good and stout over there, hadn't it? Well, anyway, we're getting there. We're getting there. The next step before I start putting boards down is up in there. I'm going to put in some metal roofing to use as skirting. And I'm going to put it in before I put the deck in because it's easier access. I've never cut metal roofing before other than with tin snaps. First time for everything, I guess. And had a guy tell me in the store the other day when I got this stuff, use a fine skill saw blade, put it on backwards, and wear good eye protection. Yep, okay. Well, I've got 3 fine skill saw blades and none of them will fit on a skill saw. Arbor is wrong. Go figure, right? So digging around, I found this blade. It's a diamond blade. And I thought, well, give it a shot, see what smokes. So I put it on, that's what I just cut with. It worked. I need to get this fitted around this 4x4 over here and around this block over here, so I can do a little bit of notching. It's not going to be perfect, it's not going to be airtight. The idea is just to slow down the wind. We're still going to get some air underneath here in the winter time. It's going to happen, but at least get it slowed down as much as possible. Well, this isn't going too bad, really. I am using the real screws you would put this on a roof with. Make life easier. Not worried about cosmetics, whatnot really. All this is doing is just blocking the harsh wind. Well, here comes the moment of truth. Let's see if I did my math correctly. I already screwed up that side, but I recovered it. That wasn't a hard recovery. Let's see how well this board fits on here. I'm up to the wall, right where I need to be. Do I dare look? Hey, that ain't bad. That ain't bad at all. Friggin' staple. I can pull it right out even. Just like that. That ain't bad. If nothing says I have to be hugging right on that wall. So when I put the hemlock on, the hemlock is going to overlay this board anyway. And even if it didn't, big deal, right? Look at that. I can screw it down. Sweet. Okay, I have a plan. I had to play around with a piece of scrap, take a look at things, and I've got it figured out now. Now I gotta find the right screw bit. It's always something. My plan is gonna require Cousin Dave appropriating a little more hemlock, but that's not a big deal. That can be done. Supposedly you don't have to drill these first. A bit of a hump there. I've never used composite deck boards before. I'm moving right up in the world, I guess. Alright. That's what we want right there. Of course, I could be using the wrong screws too, which is quite likely. What I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap the outside of this hemlock and bring it right up flush, just like that. I think that'll look pretty nice. Yep, never have done this before. I just looked and there are actually composite deck board screws. Go figure. Well, probably it would be a 40-mile trip one way, 30 miles one way. So 60 miles round trip just to get those particular screws. They just have a smaller head than these ones I have. So here's what's going on. These ones are going in just fine, but the heads are bigger around, so when I put them in, it kind of bulges out the wood a little bit instead of countersinking. They will countersink, but it makes that bulge. So apparently the composite deck screws don't do that. Dave happened to be near a hardware store yesterday, so he grabbed a couple boxes of these. Let's try this again. these screws are working much better. I'm just using a couple of nails for spacers, just like that. Don't want to use screws for spacers because then trying to pull them back up with the threads, they might not come out too easy. Now I got some boards in. I gotta put a corner post back in before I knock this one out. This one's in the way. My, don't you have a rugged stud?
Yep.
Dave brought me the mouse killer. This is yours. You should be swinging it, not me. Oh yeah, she's going up. There you going in. No problem.
We'll have to tell your ex you finally got it up. I'm not a mouse. I'm gonna stay back. I like my nuts where they are.
Should be worried about that. So if we secure the top, then we can plumb it up, right? You might make a wrong move here.
Don't tell you what to do. I listen as much as you listen. Keep going. A little more.
One more.
Hey! That's not the typical way I like to get hammered.
I feel like I'm playing mini golf
Keep
with a
going.
boy.
Mini golf. Now that sounds like fun.
Yeah, he's better at it than I am too.
One more.
More?
There. Now you're level that way. Have some screws.
Oh, I got screwed, yay.
That's what she said. Look at that. For once, I claimed it was a she.
Why am I related to you?
Unfortunately, due to families.
Gotta go back, kick somebody right square in the ass, I guess. We ran out of boards. Well, I gotta pick up some more material and another couple of hundred screws. There's 200 screws in there right now, and it's still not quite done. Need a few more. But hey, that's all right. Good start. I'm liking it already. It's gonna be nice to be able to walk out here and actually get out here.
More room to pee off the deck.
That's right. That's right. The important things in life. Little man will like it. He'll christen it.